What's your name?
My name is Kathleen.
Now it's your turn. What's her name? You should have said, her name is Kathleen. Ask her where she's from. You should have said, where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Is she from Colombia? You should have said, no, she isn't, or no, she's from Japan. Ask her where she lives. You should have said, where do you live?
I live in Los Angeles.
Where does she live? You should have said, she lives in Los Angeles. Do you like L.A., Kathleen?
Yes, I do.
Now it's your turn. Does she like Los Angeles? You should have said, yes, she does. Ask her if she speaks Italian. You should have said, do you speak Italian?
No, I don't.
Does she speak Italian? You should have said, no, she doesn't. What a great review of Unit 3. Now let's go on to some really fun things. We're going to practice saying numbers. Let's use the chart. This is number 1. There's one figure, and when we write the number 1 in letters, we write it this way, 1. This is number 2. When we write number 2, we write it with these letters. What is this number called? You should have said 2. Excellent. This is number 3. 1, 2, 3. When we write 3 in letters, we write it this way, 3. What do we call this number? 3. Good remembering. Let's go on. Here is number 4. Number 4, when we write it in letters, looks like this, 4. Tell me the name of this number again. 4. Good job. Number 5. 5 written looks like this. This is number 5. Say the name of this number for me. 5. Good. Next, we have number 6. Number 6, written in letters, looks like this. 6. Tell me again the name of this number. You should have said 6. Good remembering. The next number is 7. 7, written in letters, looks like this. 7. Now you tell me, what's this number called in English? 7. Excellent job. The next number is 8. When we write 8 using letters, it's spelled this way, 8. Now it's your turn again. Tell me what they call this number. 8. Excellent. Here is number 9. 9 written in letters is this, 9. Now you say the name of this number. 9. Good. Now let's look at another number. There's no man on this card. We call this number 0. When we write 0, we write it with these letters. Sometimes saying 0 is too long, and so we shorten it and call this number O. What do we call this number? O, or 0. Now let's review the numbers we've learned so far. See if you remember. As I point and say the number, you say it after me. Are you ready? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 6, 1, 8, 5. Now I'll point and you say the number and I'll repeat it after you. Here we go. 3, 6, 0, 2, 5, 8, 9, 3. Good job with those numbers. Let me show you on this chart. We're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice how the pitch went up at the end of all the numbers until we got to 5 and it went down. Let's count again on another chart. Count to 7 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Let's try one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Now let's use the numbers we know. Some information is coming on the screen about Todd. Read it through with me. Are you ready? Read Todd's Social Security number. 577025783. Now let's read Todd's phone number. 572-7542. Good. Now let's read his zip code. 91325. All right, now let's look at the information on Jessica. Let's read Jessica's Social Security number. 258-60-5051. Read her phone number with me. 525-5796. Now let's read her zip code. 89015. Now look at the information on Mary. This time you read her Social Security number and I'll repeat it after you. You should have read 529-26-1460. Read her phone number. You should have said 571-2636. Now read Mary's zip code. You should have said 72204. Let's try one more. Rachel. I'll read Rachel's Social Security number and you repeat it after me. 528-15-8932. Now let's read her phone number. 543-6871. Now let's read Rachel's zip code. 68127. All right, that's hard work reading all those numbers, but it's very useful. Keep practicing them. All right, I am Paul. My Social Security number is 518-602943. My phone number is 517-3906. Now it's your turn. What's my Social Security number? You should have said 518-602943. What's my phone number? You should have said 517-3906. Ismail, what's your Social Security number?
529-436117.
What's your phone number?
522-6719.
Now it's your turn. What's Ismail's phone number? You should have said 522-6719. Now tell me what his social security number is. You should have said 529-436117. Anna, what's your social security number?
534-62-1688.
And tell us what your phone number is.
454-3913.
Now it's your turn again. What's Anna's social security number? You should have said 534-62-1688. What's her phone number? You should have said 454-3913. Great work. Anna, can you dance?
Yes, I can.
Ismail, can you dance?
No, I can't.
Now it's your turn. Can Ismail dance? You should have said, no, he can't. Can Anna dance? You should have said, yes, she can. Jesus, can you play tennis?
No, I can't.
Now it's your turn. Can Jesus play tennis? You should have said, no, he can't. Can you play tennis, Kathleen?
Yes, I can.
Now it's your turn. Can Kathleen play tennis? You should have said, yes, she can. Now look at the screen. I'll ask you some more questions about what you can do. Remember the cues we used before? For yes, I'll nod my head like this. For no, I'll shake my head. Are you ready? We'll be using yes, I can and no, I can't. Look at the picture. Can you cook? You should have said, yes, I can. Look at the next picture. Can you play the piano? You should have said, no, I can't. How about another picture? Can you read Chinese? You should have said, no, I can't. Let's look at still another picture. Ask me if I can make a cake. You should have said, can you make a cake? Yes, I can.
¿Cuándo regresa?
Can you speak Spanish?
Está bien, ¿nos vamos a esperar? ¿A qué hora?
You should have said, yes, I can. Now let's look at another picture and ask me if I can play soccer. You should have said, can you play soccer? No, I can't. One more picture. Can you sing a song? You should have said, yes, I can. Now let's spend a little time learning some more about numbers. We put the numbers you learned earlier together to make other numbers. Let's look at the chart and I'll show you what I mean. Here is 1 and 0. Together this way they make the number 10. When we write 10, we write it with these letters. 10. Tell me again what this number is. You should have said 10. Good. Now let's look at the next number. This is 11. 1 and 1, 11. And when we write 11, it looks this way, 11. What do we call this number? 11. Good. The next number is 12. 12 is written in letters this way, 12. Tell me what we call this number. 12. Excellent. The next number is 13. 1 followed by 3, 13. And we write 13 with these letters, 13. What is the name of this number? 13. Excellent. The next number is 14. And we write 14 this way. Tell me the name of this number again. 14. Here is 15. 15 is written 1 and then 5. This is how we write 15 with letters. What's the name of this number? 15. Are you ready to check out the next 4 numbers? Let's look at the chart. This is 16. It's written in letters this way. What is this? 16. This is 17. 17 looks like this in letters. The name of the number is 17. Good job. This is 18. And here's how 18 looks when we write it out. Tell me the number again. 18. And here is 19. 19 written looks like this. Tell me what this is again. 19. Good. 16, 17, 18, 19, and then comes 20. Let's look at the chart. When we count on from 20, we just put the next number at the end of 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then we'll go on to 30. 30 works the same way that 20 did. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and then we go on to 40. 40 works the same way 20 and 30 do. With this chart, we're not going to count in sequence. We're just going to practice some of the numbers. Here's 40. This is 45. You say it. 41. 49. 43. 47. Now let's practice 50. 50 works the same way that the other numbers have so far. You say the number and I'll repeat it after you. This is 50. Good. What number is this? 58. How about this one? 52. And this? 56. 54. 55. The next numbers are easy. Let's look at the chart. Here's 60, 70, 80, 90. And we put the number behind the first number when we count. We're just going to practice some of these numbers now. I'll read the number first and then you repeat it after me. 63, 75, 93, 86, 72, 94, 67, 82, 77, 69, 85, 78, 61, 91, 97. Now let's see how well you remember some of these. What's this number? 93. How about this one? 67. Good. What number is this? 91. One more. What's this number? 78. You did a terrific job of reading those numbers. They're really important and you'll use them many times every day, so keep practicing. It's important to practice saying some numbers that sound alike, and we're going to do that now. This number is 14. Say 14. Good. And over here we have 40. 40. This number is 14, and this is 40. You have to listen carefully to hear the difference in the numbers. This is 16. 16. And over here is 60. 60. You say this number. 16. Good. And this number is 60. Excellent. 13 over here. You say 13. Good. And this number is 30. Say 30. What's this number? 13. And this number? 30. This is 15. Say 15. Excellent. Say 50. What's this number? 15. This number? 50. This number is 17. Say 17. Now say 70. 70. Good. Say this number for me again. 17. And this number is 70. Excellent. Here we have 18. You say 18. And this is 80. Say 80 for me. Say this one. 18. 80. Good. Let's try one more. This is 19. Say 19. Now say 90. 90. What's this? 19. And this one is 90. Good. Now let's see how well you hear the difference between these two numbers. Jose is 40. How old is Jose? Jose is 40. 40. Sam is 16. How old is Sam? Sam is 16. Could you hear the difference? This number is 60. Sam is 16. Mary is 13. Which number tells us how old Mary is? This number over here, 13. Diane is 50. Which one of these numbers tells us how old Diane is? This one is right. Diane is 50. She's not 15. She's 50. The coat costs $70. Which one of these numbers is 70? You should have guessed this one, 70. Good job. Yvonne is 80 years old. Which one of these numbers tells us how old Yvonne is? It's this one over here, 80. Yvonne isn't 18 anymore. She's 80 years old. One last one. Sally read 19 books last year. Which one of these numbers tells us how many books Sally read? I'll bet you said this one, 19. She read 19 books this year. Now for some fun. Look at the person on the screen and read how old he or she is. Look at the screen. How old is Jose? You should have said he's 5. Now tell me how old Carmen is. Carmen is 21. How old is Joaquin? You should have said Joaquin is 12. He's 12. Tell me how old Jody is. You should have said she's 42. Now look at Susanna and Carlos. How old are they? Susanna is 30 and Carlos is 13. Can you hear the difference between those two numbers? 30 and 13. Good. Now look at Ben. How old is he? You should have said he's 9. Tell me how old Maria is. You should have said she's 68. Now tell me how old Fernando is. You should have said he's 30. Tell me how old Eric is. Right, Eric is 45. Now let's watch Fernando at his job interview.
What is your last name?
Sanchez.
What is your first name?
Fernando.
Can you give me your social security number?
455-369057.
How old are you?
20
What is your telephone number?
424-1578.
Good work. What's your name? You should have said, my name is Roger Brown. Would you spell your last name, please? You should have said B-R-O-W-N. How about your first name? Would you spell it? You should have said R-O-G-E-R. Can you give me your social security number? You should have said 728-34-2291. How old are you? You should have said, I'm 26. Can you speak Spanish? You should have said, yes, I can. Can you type? You should have said, no, I can't. Let's look at this chart. It's read 8675 Green Street. Repeat it. Good. Once more. 8675 Green Street. The next address is 2367 Oak Road. Your turn. Read that address for me. Let's look at the next address. 9816 South, 2580 East. Now it's your turn. You read it. You should have said 9816 South, 2580 East. Sometimes with short numbers, they say each number. Let's look at this address. 106 West Sunset Drive. It's your turn. You read it. You should have read 106 West Sunset Drive. The next address is 325 Rose Lane. You read it. 325 Rose Lane. Now let's look at the last one. You read it. Then I'll repeat it after you. 6223 Palm Circle. What a great job of reading numbers you're doing. Now look at the screen. Can you tell me about this person? What's his name? You should have said his name is Fernando. How old is he? You should have said he's 30. What's his address? You should have said 3452 Hill Street. Now tell me what his zip code is. You should have said 71291. What's his phone number? You should have said 424-1578. What's his social security number? You should have said 455-369057. What does he do for a living? That's the same as his occupation. You should have said he's a teacher. Now look at the screen again and tell me about this person. What's her name? You should have said her name is Carmen. How old is she? You should have said she's 21. What's her address? You should have said 8645 Pine Lane. Now tell me what her zip code is. You should have said 85712. Now tell me her phone number. You should have said 6872201. What's her social security number? You should have said 529530682. What does she do for a living? You should have said she's a nurse. Good. Just keep practicing reading those numbers. Now let's go to our phonics drill. The sound we're going to read first is the ah sound made with the letter O. I'll read the word and then you read it after me. Not, dot, pot, hot, lot, got, God, nod, cop, mop, top, pop, job, rob, jog, rock, sock, lock. Let's read these words one more time. Watch and listen carefully. Here we go. Not, dot, pot, hot, lot, got, God, nod, cop, mop, top, pop, job, rob, jog, rock, sock, lock. Excellent job of reading. Let's go on to the next list. These words have the O sound in them. There are many ways that we make this sound. Read along with me. No, so, row, grow, toe, go, mow, no, throw, sew, whole, cold, gold, roll, fold, hold, told, home, nose, hose, rose, chose, note, road, bone, phone, alone, road, coat, load, goal, boat, loan. Excellent reading. One more time through this list and you'll be an expert. Ready? No, so, row, grow, toe, go, mow, no, throw, sew, whole, cold. Good job. Gold, roll, fold, hold, told, home, nose, hose, rose, chose, note, road. Fantastic. Bone, phone, alone, road, coat, load, goal, boat, loan. Now let's go on to the dictation exercise. Are you ready? Get your workbook out and have a pencil ready. Ready? The first word is got. Write got in your workbook. I'll bet you wrote got, G-O-T. Now, the next word is top. Write top in your workbook. Top is spelled T-O-P. Top. Now write job. Job. Job is J-O-B. Job. Now write the word know. I know a secret. Know. I'll bet you spelled know K-N-O-W. No. Now write the word cold. Cold. Cold is spelled C-O-L-D. Cold. Now let's do the next word. Write home. Home. You spell home H-O-M-E. Now write the word note. Note. You write note, N-O-T-E. The next word is phone. Write phone. Phone is spelled P-H-O-N-E. Now write road. I was driving down the road. You spell road R-O-A-D. All right, last word. Write the word goal. Goal. You spell goal G-O-A-L. Good practice with writing those sounds in English. I have two more sounds that might be giving you some trouble with pronunciation. Let's practice those for a few minutes. Over here we have yoke. Listen to this. Yoke. And this word is joke. Joke. This is yoke, and here is joke. You say yoke. Good. Now say joke. What's this word? Yoke. Excellent. And this word? Joke. This word over here is not really a word. It's yob. Doesn't mean anything, but I wanted to practice it because this word is an important one. Job. Yob. Job. Say yob. Yob. Good. Now say job. Job. What's this word? Yob. And this one? Job. Good. Again, another nonsense syllable. It isn't a word. Jog. This word is jog, to run. Ready? Jog. Jog. Tell me what this word is. Jog. And this one? Jog. 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 Keep practicing that pronunciation. The hard work really pays off. Are you ready to read a story? Let's go to our reading passage. Celia is 22 years old. She wants to work as a secretary in a new company. She has an interview today. She needs to show her social security card to the interviewer. She has to give her address and phone number to him. Now let's read it through again and you repeat it after me. Celia is 22 years old. She wants to work as a secretary in a new company. She has an interview today. She needs to show her social security card to the interviewer. She has to give her address and phone number to him. Now the same story will come on your screen and we'll read it through together. Celia is 22 years old. She wants to work as a secretary in a new company. She has an interview today. She needs to show her social security card to the interviewer. She has to give her address and phone number to him. Now let's see how well you remember what you read. Look at the questions. Number 1. How old is Celia? You should have said she's 22 years old. Number 2. Does she have an interview today? You should have said, yes, she does. Number 3. What does she need to show to the interviewer? You should have said, she needs to show her social security card to him, or she needs to show her social security card to the interviewer. Number 4. Does she like to work in an office? You should have said, yes, she does. Now let's watch while someone gets their electricity turned on.
What can I do for you?
I need to have the power turned on.
What's your first name?
Fernando.
Could you spell it for me, please?
F-E-R-N-A-N-D-O.
And your last name?
Sanchez. S-A-N-C-H-E-Z.
Please fill out this history card. We'll have it turned on for you by noon.
Thanks for your help.
Okay.